Hey guys, welcome back to a quick video response to the community question posed by the button mappers this month. And that question is, what is your favorite, system between the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and the GameCube, which all pertain to, I believe, the sixth generation of consoles. I don't know why the Dreamcast was excluded. Come on guys, that should have been in there. And although the Dreamcast is not my number one choice, it is my favorite Sega console of all time, so it should have been in there. Come on guys. But anyways, between the three options that they provided, it's an easy choice for me. The previous month, they asked, which one is better, the N64 or the PlayStation. I went with the Nintendo 64, even though I acknowledge that the PS1 library was, has a lot of quantity and quality, and I have a lot of fond memories with the PS1. I decided to tilt the balance towards the N64 just because of that's where my heart lies, growing up. I'm going to do a similar thing for this question, but I think this one is more heavily leaning towards a definitive yes, as opposed to the N64 one where, it was a yes, but not a resounding one. I'm going to go with the Nintendo GameCube as my vote or my choice. Childhood favorite of mine, or teenage years favorite of mine. This is my original system that I got close to launch. And I think the Nintendo GameCube did a lot of good things compared to the PS2 and the Xbox. I think the third-party support from the early to mid life cycle of the system was pretty good. So that checked that box that typically evaded Nintendo before the Switch. I think the Switch is doing a great job now with third-party games. But the Nintendo GameCube had a pretty good, strong support. The first-party titles are high quality. You have a lot of great games in there, like the Metroid Prime, the Mario Sunshine, the Zelda Wind Waker. A lot of quality first-party titles, and this is perhaps the last system where Nintendo really went all out in terms of technology and graphics. It might have to do with Hiroshi Yamauchi being involved in the early, concept stages of the GameCube. But this is still the last powerhouse. Like the GameCube is actually better graphically than the PS2, for example. But it did lack some of the other things, like the DVD playback feature, which I couldn't care less. So even though I do acknowledge that both the PlayStation 2 and Xbox have a broad library of great games and iconic games, my heart stays with the GameCube. I think I have more valid reasons as opposed to the previous, question for the N64 versus the PS1. I think there's a lot of good, redeeming, and positive things about the GameCube, and it's a shame that it performed so poorly back in the day. It's a little bit upsetting because I think Nintendo did a lot of right things. The controller is very comfortable. The graphics, the power of the system, it's great. The first-party titles are great. So it's overall a great system in my opinion, and it gets my vote because of, I guess, nostalgia and a lot of redeeming qualities as I mentioned. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for having me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy.